Eala faces a Japanese player in PWO Round of 16. Home fans have nothing to worry with regards to the fitness of their lone remaining bet in the 2026 Women's Tennis Association WTA 125 Philippine Women's Open PWO. Alexandra Eala assured that she's fine and is ready as ever to go on a deeper campaign in a round of 16 on Wednesday after a right leg injury scare in a rousing opener win against Alina Charaeva of Russia, much to the delight and standing ovation of the enormous Filipino crowd. There was a bit of discomfort, but it's nothing serious. Physical pain is part of an athlete's lifestyle, said Ms. Eala after a brief exit midway through her 6-1, 6-2 first-round win on Monday night at the Rizal Memorial Tennis Center here. It's a part of the job, so we have to find ways to best manage that and not let it affect us mentally. Due to said pain, Ms. Eala called for a medical timeout for about 10 minutes, trailing 1-2 in the second set, but came back like nothing happened, closing out the WTA number 163 Russian foe with 4 straight wins capped by a love in the 8th game for an electrifying win in only 76 minutes of action. Ms. Eala, WTA number 49, avenged her 6-3. 6-3 defeat against the same opponent in the 2020 Spain ITF, and in the process scored her first home win as a professional since leaving the country as a junior to train under the wings of Spanish legend Rafael Nadal at his Mallorca Academy in 2018. With almost 2 days to recover, Ms. Eala's fitness will be tested not before 7 p.m. at center court on Wednesday against either number 140 Himino Sakitsum or number 204 Naohibino, both from Japan, for a seat in the quarterfinals. As the first and only Filipino player to ever reach the WTA Top 100 and Top 50 list at now number 49, expectations are high for the 20-year-old sensation to have a deep campaign and ultimately win it all at home, especially as the second-seeded player in the 32 main draw, just behind German legend Tatjana Maria, number 42. Not to add that she's a lone Filipina left standing after the quick elimination of 3 wild cards in Tenny Mighties, Elizabeth Abarque, and K.N. Emina, adding pressure each day to her run until Saturday. I would say there's a bit of added pressure. That's the job. The job comes with pressure. Like Billie Jean King says, pressure is a privilege. I'm learning how to live up to that in my own ways, and I'm happy with how I performed today, she cleared. Pressure is part of my job, but it's nothing compared to the pressures that regular, everyday Filipinos have to face providing for their families. It's nothing compared to what my parents have sacrificed to bring me here. What's easing that pressure and responsibility as the country's tennis flag bearer in the international arena at a still young age is the incomparable feeling at last to strut her stuff in front of her family, friends, and compatriots in the country's first and definitely not the last WTA hosting in history after playing overseas majority of the year. It really holds a special place in my heart. It's my first ever pro match at home, and I was able to spend it around family and supporters surrounded with love. It's very special, added Ms. Eala. I represent quite a big demographic, Filipinos, an international stage. It's such an honor to have the support and this community rallying behind me. So I do my best to give back to them and do what I can through my tennis. Sometimes when all this attention and pressure gets a bit overwhelming for me, that's kind of what I repeat to myself. That's what makes me feel small again and pulls me back to the ground.